One thing about perseverance is that we all have challenges. We may be a person that is going through a divorce, or we may be a parent who has lost a child. It's just part of our story of who we are, and it all deals with what we do with our story.
Well, Jenny was very involved with a lot of things when she was a teenager. At church, she worked at Camp Friendship, which was a camp for people with mental disabilities during the summers. She was a first-class Girl Scout. She ran track, she did gymnastics. She very involved, very outgoing. On December 13th was 1982, we got a call that Jenny needed us, and when we got there, she had been injured and later found out she had broken her neck at the C1 through 3 level.
It was a challenge for us. It was a learning experience for the parents, and
Still is?
Still is. Every day is a new journey for us. We've been telling her for quite a while that education will be very important, and the job markets today have been transitioning from lots of physical work to more of a knowledge-based type of a work. And she had her total mental capacity was still very much intact. And the time we brought her home that time and hooked her up, and she used the computer the first time. It was kind of a moment where she finally believed that there was some hope that she could pursue and have a productive, meaningful life. When she got out of college, the barriers for employment for her was very high, as it is with all disabled people today. And she went and she volunteered at Courage Center.
People come to Courage Center and they have a variety of different disabilities. They were able to make a full package for it, for someone, and allow them to get back into school, to work, to volunteer work, whatever their goals may be.
Jenny Mundl and I have known each other for 20 years. She started the assistive technology program here at Courage Center, and I was a new grad. The great thing about Jenny Mundl is she is a user to the max because she needs the technology for her to live independently and to work. And so our clients are really inspired by her. Her life has changed. When she was 16, she was injured in a gymnastics accident. Her life changed dramatically, so she can talk to our clients about that, and it has meaning because she's gone through it like they're going through it.
Having her as a role model for them makes them want to work harder. Sometimes people can hide behind their disability and say, well, I have this disability and here are the barriers or the limitations it presents me, so that's going to be too hard. But it's very hard to tell somebody like Jenny when you're working with her, that's going to be too hard, because obviously she has overcome a lot and she's figured out how to use technology, she's figured out how to use her education and training, she's figured out, how to present herself and put her best skill set forward. She keeps digging and researching and finding a solution that's going to work for a client so that they can get to maximum independence and self-sufficiency.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, she had surgery to have her morphine pump replaced, and out of that developed an infection that went into toxic shock. Because of the severity of it, she ended up with more brain damage, and her short-term memory was affected, and some other memories. But she fought back. When she started to realize that she had lost some of the short-term memory or was not there, She started right in on the computer doing any type of game that she could do that would increase her memory. And then when she started to go back to work, where she could function there again, things improved dramatically.
She ends up in the hospital and we think, oh my goodness, she's in critical care and critical condition, and is she going to come out of this? And then 2 weeks later, a month later, she's back at work doing what she does. Amazing people and inspiring people. And there's just time and time again where I think, how does she bounce back?
One of the things about Jennifer's claim that led me to nominate her for the Shining Star Perseverance Award is that, from the time she came in till when she went back to work, her focus was on, Rob, I am going back to work. That never wavered. I get a lot of joy out of it, getting someone back to work when they want to go back to work and working with the employer to set up that accommodation. They're getting back to what their life used to be before their accident, illness, or disability. And that's what most people who come on claim want. They want their lives back to where they were before they went out on claim.
I was very pleased with the services that we got from Assurant. The atmosphere and the interface and all that was so much more pleasant than any other insurance company that we worked with.
We felt that Jenny wasn't just a claim number, it was someone he really wanted to get to know and learn about her, and that meant a lot to us.
I'm just amazed and proud of her, and I'm always amazed when she gets these awards, but then I think, well, no, I'm not amazed because of what she does on a daily basis and everything she's had to overcome and the barriers and how many people she's helped over the years, and all the research and development she's done in her area is amazing.
She does training and workshops and conferences for OTs, PTs, teachers, so many that she's got the expertise to help them with their clients or students. And so she's flown all over the United States doing that type of thing. We've been to some. We've gone along and sat in the audience and listened and felt quietly proud in the back, but she's amazing.
I never saw myself as disabled. I saw myself as an equal to anyone else, and I still do not see myself as disabled, that I have just as much to give as anyone else would.